Hello and welcome to the final round of the CA Empower Championship, coming at you live from Spa. Let's get right into the action. Welcome to this, the seventh and final round of the CA M Sport Championship. The third championship we've done in the CA Staff Series, coming at you live from Spa. So yes, welcome. I am Ben, and on commentary, as ever, is my faithful friend Doug. Say hello, Doug.
Hello, good to be here.
Excellent. Yeah, as the Ollie Salt fan club has pointed out, we are a little bit late starting today, but yeah, it couldn't be helped. We were just getting everything ready and together, sealing the deal with our sponsors for today, who are the EU. Obviously, we're in Belgium today, so who better to sponsor us than the EU, European Union? I mean, it's a bit bittersweet, obviously, but we thought, you know, we'd reach out to them and make sure that there was no hard feelings. So yeah. Yeah.
Strange times.
Yeah.
But being in Belgium, its grand capital Brussels, let's call them out.
Exactly. Anyway, let's see who we've got today racing. So we've got Belewski out on track at the moment, leading the pack in qualifying with 7.5 minutes left on the clock. Behind him is Tim Regal. Very good performance from Tim Regal last round, scoring a win in the second race, which was very, very good. After Belewski was heinously pushed off track by Ben Wood.
Ooh, scandal.
Yes, it was a bit of a scandal there, but I'm sure that the officials saw fit to apply points where necessary.
We have our second qualifying time, because of course this is an extremely long lap. People are only going to have a couple of opportunities to actually get around the whole thing.
Exactly. So yeah, that's Peter Brophy qualifying in second place.
Out of 2 for now.
There's Sam Prescott. He's qualified 5th.
Out of 3.
Which is weird.
Yep.
Matt Perkins has qualified 6th. I guess this might
maybe it has some sector predictions or something like that.
Maybe it's loading the times up. But yeah, let's see who else we've got. We've got Mooner, of course. There's a big pack there.
It's loads of them. What's going on? And the time's coming in as well. Yeah.
We've got Tom Constable there, who's sitting in the pits.
Oh, we have a new name.
Yeah.
Jay Wooldridge.
Yes, we've got James Wooldridge, who's joining us for this final race. Bit of a power slide there as he comes around that series of corners.
That's car number. What is he driving? 311.
311. Yeah.
Well met, James.
Yes. So then we've got obviously Ben Woods there. Matt Perkins is there. Kevin Costa's there. All the kind of usual suspects. That's Tim Regal. I'm trying to click on Alan Padgham. There he is. Who else we've got? We've got Kolyev. Stefan Kolyev there. We've got Peter Vernon. We've got Ollie Salt. And we've got Georgi Blavanov. So we've got a full complement of racers. We don't have Ian Towers this week because unfortunately he's out due to injury, so he's not going to be able to compete in this final race. So us on the commentary team wish Towers well. Hope he gets better soon and joins us for the next championship.
Yeah, rest up, lad. Hope he does all right.
Yeah. So yeah, let's take a look at the weather. It's 21 on the air. It's a hot track again, 28 degrees. We've got there's no such thing as wind, and yeah, sunny and dry. Beautiful.
Lovely.
Absolutely lovely.
Track and air temperature is a little more in line than the kind of underfloor heated track that we've seen a lot of recently.
Yeah,
But 7 degrees is still quite a difference, but not not crazy.
Yeah, it's not like we saw the other day. It was like 18 degrees in the air and 28 on the track or whatever. So interesting. Yeah. Anyway, going into this final round, let's take a look at the points. Here are the points. So yeah, Bolevsky leads with a commanding lead of 119 points. A couple of bad finishes though could propel Peter Brophy up into first place. It depends. But,
Well,
I mean,
also, there's only the one race today, isn't there?
oh yeah, of course there is only one race today because we're doing a longer race than usual. So
Is it double points? I can't remember.
and it is double points. Yes, you're right, Doug. So yeah, there is plenty. There's all in it to win it. I think. Well, I mean, Bolevsky is probably one of the most consistent drivers we know. So I think his championship is pretty safe. But yeah, if he puts a foot wrong, then or a wheel wrong, sorry, then yeah, Brophy could capitalise. But then behind him is Tim Regal, who's only 5 points off Pete Brophy. So I mean, it could all come down to this. Like second place is still very much to
there's someone here in this box.
Who's here?
Hello. Hey, Towers.
Oh, it's Ian Towers, special guest.
Can you hear me okay?
Ooh, just about. You sound like you're far away.
How about now?
It's possibly worse. Well, we were sadly lamenting how you were unable to race today due to your injury, but we're hoping you're not doing too badly, and hoping you're on the road to recovery, man.
Yeah, everything's getting slowly but surely better.
That's good. That's good. So to reflect this change, I'll tell you the commentary. It's me. It's Doug, and it's special guest Towers.
Hey. Glad you're at least with us to watch witness the ultimate challenge, really, that is Spa-Francorchamps half an hour. This is a exciting circuit. This is oft quoted as the favourite track of many from the Formula One races. I know that much.
Yeah, Spa's definitely a unique track in its own right. Eau Rouge for sure represents its own unique challenge every time. Every time we visit it in a different car.
That's definitely true. But let's go through these points now, just before we start into the warm up before the race. So yeah. Well, actually, no, we just got the qualifying results here, so we'll just look at those first. So, Bolevsky qualifies as your pole man, followed by Peter Brophy. On row 2, it's Mouni Yilmaz and Stefan Kolyev. Row 3, it's Tom Constable and Matt Perkins. Then we've got Peter Vernon and Sam Prescott, Ben Wood, Kevin Costa, Alan Padgham, Georgi Blamanov, and James Woodridge bringing up the rear.
I feel like of that, Kevin Costa and Peter Vernon feel like they may be slightly out of position on those.
My question is, where's Ollie Stolt? Or did he not qualify? I guess he's going to be starting at the back of the grid.
Possibly. He's in the chat. Like, Ollie, where are you?
Where are you, mate? Ah, no quali for Ollie.
This is a faithful fan club, like commitment.
Yeah, it's a very faithful
defined.
fan club. It's going to be another difficult day for the Ollie Salt fan club. But who knows? It's a long race, so you never know. Just keep it on the road, mate. You'll be fine.
Towers, what driver insights can you give us? Like, who's got the edge on this track, you reckon? I don't know if he's there.
I don't know if he's there. No. Towers.
Towers!
He's gone. We've lost him.
All right.
Yeah, so I guess while we're trying to get Towers back, we'll look at the points again. Yeah, so fourth place is Mooney Yilmaz. He's only a couple of points behind Tim Regal in third, so there's definitely all to play for there at the top. Pete Vernon, 8 points down from Moona, so yeah, he's within striking distance. Then further down you've got Kolyev. Towers, unfortunately, will stay on 64 points in his coveted 7th spot. Tom Constable also is racing today, so he's going to be playing for points. Matt Perkins as well, and Ollie Salt. Well, Perkins is in 9th, and he's kind of there on his own, sort of. But then the battle for 10th is kind of close, with Salt, Prescott, and Costa all within striking distance of that position. Although you never know, like if one of them gets a very, very good result today, they can score the double points and get their way up there.
Hello, Doug.
Hello. He's back.
Got him back.
Yeah, so as far as driver insights go, Doug, just to answer you there earlier, I'm afraid I haven't really seen much of the front end of the pack from, as I've seen a lot of this season, from the back of the grid, really. I've had some wonderful fights with Matt Perkins and Ollie Salt for sure.
Absolutely.
We've had a lot of rough and tumbles, especially last race just there on Hockenheim. That was a really interesting fight at the rear there. But as far as things go, definitely everybody stepped up this season. It's been nice to see there's been genuinely like a mid-range pack and a front-end pack, and even some fight in the rear, especially.
Yeah, we had lots of rear gunner battles last race.
Yeah. Just to finish these points off then. Yeah, we've got Balabanov, Wood, Padgham, Finch, Fielding, Arella and Burton just bringing up the rear there. It's quite a close battle there. Balabanov is within striking distance of Costa and the rest of them, as well as Wood. Wood is there as well, but it depends on whether or not Wood scores points as to whether he'll get anywhere. But yeah, let's take a look at the team points.
what have they done here?
There's a bit of a tussle going on here. This is the warm-up, lads. Like, don't wreck your cars before the race.
Definitely three to watch though has been Moona, Tim Regal, and of course the front end man Balabanov himself. Not Balabanov.
Balevsky.
Balevsky, yeah. Apologies.
Astonishing stuff. I want to comment quickly on Ollie Salt's line in the chat. The conspiracy about supporting George Russell. For those who don't know, like George Russell, one of the Formula One drivers that everyone's keeping an eye on, he's just won the 6th Formula One virtual race in a row. It's been a bit of a joke.
Oh, what a big sprint there for Vernon. Sorry to break you off, Doug.
It's unfortunate.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
That just goes to show the difficulty of Eau Rouge. You make one small mistake, you take your brake in at the wrong time. Or if you go wide open, if you lose just a slight hair of control, you really do send it wide, and it goes crazy in a hot second.
For sure.
Yeah, you can find so much footage of real life drivers bottling it and losing it exactly where Pete Vernon did. In fact, there's a good one of Perez who losing it and just catching it in the nick of time before binning it into the wall. He just gets away with it.
Right. So before we start the race, we've got 48 seconds. I'm just going to go through the team points. So Pilati Racing up at the top, they're on their own really with 197 points, but it's all to play for down the field with the unknown sitting on 141. Team XF2 Racing in third with 137 points. Something Interesting Racing Team bouncing up into fourth with 127 points. You got the Magic Touch in fifth with 123 points, and the Gas Racing Team in last with 87 points. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a hard one for the Magic Touch this time without Towers, but hopefully Tom Constable, who we're looking at now, can keep it on the road and bring home some points.
You missed out, Doug. It's even more dangerous in real life. Unfortunately, there was a crash with Anthony Hubert in Formula 2, where a driver went into the side of his vehicle just on the tarmac at the top on the right. And unfortunately, Anthony Hubert died in that.
That was 2019, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was very recent, which was rather shocking.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, because we've been fortunate. There haven't been many deaths in like the deaths have gone down and down and down in motorsport, but that was the first for a while. Yeah,
I thought for a brief second you were going to say in sim racing then.
Well, we're about to start race 1 anyway.
Well, the only race of the day, like it's the long
race number 1, numero uno, the only race. I'm going to stick my camera on Tim Regal. Let's see what happens. The lights go out for the final time this season. It's go, go, go here at Spa. Ben Wood pulls out. He's past Vernon. You can see him at the back. Constable's pulling out. He's going to try and go on Regal. Bolewski gets out to first. Constable shoved to the wall. Ben Wood tips him round.
Brophy gets that inside line on Muna to catch up to Bolewski.
Yeah, it looks like Brophy's pushed up into second. Muna into third. That looks like Kolyev in fourth. Regal in fifth. Yeah, Perkins in sixth. Ben Wood up into seventh.
That Regal Kolyev fight is going to be one to watch.
Yeah, we're going to watch this at the moment though, because it's everyone comes round to Le Rouge.
A lot of wide entries to the top of Eau Rouge there.
Interestingly, Padgham barely got off the line. He was like half the length of the pit straight away from the back of the pack, but he still got ahead of Balabanov, I think, after, because he was probably able to drive around the shenanigans at the start.
Yeah, you can see our newcomer James Woolridge here in the middle of this battle here with Costa. Prescott ahead and Vernon behind. Vernon got kind of the rough end of the stick there, coming in to turn 1. Trying to avoid Ben Wood, I think, but yeah, Constable obviously sitting there now behind Costa as well, trying to find a way round. Is Constable going to get past these 3 guys? Oh no!
Oh no!
It looks like Woolridge sends Costa off into the barrier. That's not going to be great for him. See, we've got the battle here for 6th place. Got Ben Wood up behind Perkins.
And Ben Wood's got his reputation now. It was like all elbows, no tires.
Yeah, he's the man with the biggest elbows on the track. So
really unfortunate for Costa there. If you don't power off and adjust immediately when you get a rear end tip like that, fortunately your acceleration will send you wide.
Yeah, that was horrible luck. Oh, something happened to Peter Vernon? Or is he just battling with Padgham?
He's having a battle now with Woolridge. And he gets by to go up into 12th place. Meanwhile, Constable fighting his way back up the field. He's just behind Salt. This is the battle for 9th place.
Up at the front, Yilmaz is within half a second of Brophy. Yeah, where have we seen that before?
I was watching that myself. It's definitely going to be one to watch is the Brophy-Muna fight again.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that now. Here we go, over the start-finish straight. Bolewski with his clear lead right there. Muna just sitting there behind Brophy, looking for that. This is going to be a hot fight all race, I think.
Yeah.
I think Yilmaz is going to wait and let him make a mistake, and he's going to make moves much later on, I think. I think he's just going to settle into the race pace at this point.
I mean, we've seen this from Muna before. He's very, very good at piling on the pressure to the person who he's sitting behind in order to force those mistakes. He's just really, really consistent and well-founded. But at the same time, like someone like Pete Brophy doesn't usually crack under the pressure. So it's going to be an interesting one to see how this translates over the course of the next 26 minutes.
I don't think anyone has as much experience as Pete Brophy in keeping Muna Yilmaz behind you.
He's captain keeping Muna Yilmaz behind him.
Yeah, but equally, no one's had as much experience chasing Peter Brophy as that there Muna Yilmaz.
Exactly. He'll be looking for any opportunity to go by.
Oh, is that one?
A bit wide there from Brophy.
I think that might have been his line. He's getting the drive.
Yes.
Don't know if it worked though.
Using every inch of the track, of course.
Yilmaz knows though that Brophy having to defend the inside line is definitely going to make him slower in the long run, and any kind of small mistake affecting your rolling speed in and out of a corner in this car is definitely going to slow down your overall time. So it's just a waiting game for Muna here.
Exactly. Let's look further down the field then. In that case,
there's only 7 points between Muna and Brophy in the championship, so this is a battle for that's a championship place battle. But so may this be. Actually, no, perhaps not. Tim Riegel is on 91 points with Stefan Kolev on 67. But this is a chance for Stefan Kolev to jump a couple of places.
It's like a fight between Wood and Perkins going down.
Riegel's going to have a go, but he's going to find himself on the outside of the next corner, which he might be able to cut back and swing round in, depending on where we end up. Doesn't look like he's going to have the drive. A bit on a couple of wheels on the grass there, but
there's a good defensive line from Kolev.
Yeah,
oh, wow. Sympathise with Tim Riegel at the moment because Kolev is definitely one. Oh, and he's in.
Riegel's through.
Oh,
but
and goes wide.
Yeah, goes wide. Has to give that position back.
You were saying, Towers?
Yeah, apologies for interrupting you there. Yeah, Riegel. I definitely sympathise with Riegel at the moment. Kolev can be rather unpredictable to follow behind because he's a very erratic defender, which isn't a negative to say. He's very effective at what he does, but it can be you've got to make a clean pass to get him. And I guess Riegel's definitely lining up his cards and waiting for them all to stack.
Definitely. The gaps are starting to get a bit bigger. This is the closest gap on the track right now. Everything else is kind of in limbo. Looks like Costa's had a bit of a spin. He's back in the pits. Could this be the end of Costa's race?
Oh dear. Well, no, it looked like he was just kicking off again. Maybe getting in some laps. Oh, look at this though.
Oh yeah, here he comes. He's coming back out. I don't know how he found himself in the pit lane, but he's on his way back out now. He's 18 seconds behind Balabanov though, so. But we've got 23 minutes of this race left, so he could well score. He could still be in with scoring some points.
That's a lot of time for things to go wrong for other racers.
This is very true.
Yeah. Now we've got Constable just creeping up on Ollie Salt as well, because it looks like Tim Riegel's made that move and he's probably going to make it stick.
Yeah.
You can try and chase down the Peter Brophy and Muna Yilmaz battle has opened up quite a lot. They're up to 2 seconds. Though the close battles now are Constable chasing Salt for 9th and Wood chasing Perkins. It's very close for 6th.
Let's take a look at this 6th place battle. As you can see, there's Perkins, there's Wood. Nice tidy line there from Wood. Let's see what happens.
Now, elbows aside, Ben Wood has shown a lot of good lap times throughout this. It tends to be the battles where it tends to create a situation where someone is going to be the loser.
Most definitely. But he has been sending it into a lot of corners. He's got no fear, does Ben Wood. He's not afraid to send his car into a corner at well, more than would be a comfortable speed for most drivers. So yeah, hats off to him.
It definitely was fierce in Russia, fighting with him on position. He on that back straight, the final straight before the last turn. He was definitely a monster to try and get ahead of. It was a tough fight for sure. Ben Wood's definitely stepped up on his introductory season here.
Tell you what, I think Perkins is steadily closing down Kolev a bit for the site. For how long this race is, there's a lot of this group are still quite close together.
Yeah, it looks like Ben was dropping off the back of Perkins a little bit, giving Perkins a little bit more room.
I think Perkins has hooked up this really hooked up this sector well.
Yeah, nice
Perkins' skill coming into play here, definitely. Perkins has definitely got a hidden talent for those lap times. Once he's got a bit of gap ahead and behind him, he really starts to close it head on and really create a big gap between anyone behind him.
Might see him challenging for 5th in a few laps' time.
Yeah, let's take a look down the order. That got the battle for ninth again. This is Salt and Constable. Salt managing to not bottle it and keep Constable behind him. So yeah, keep it going, Ollie.
Very different lines there.
Yeah, that allows that has actually allowed Constable to really get on the back of Salt.
He's right there now. Look at that.
Yeah, this is a close battle. Let's go on board with the man himself, Tom Constable. As you can see, the gap is, well, almost non-existent.
Constable really using the whole track here, using the apex, using the outside to definitely just like get that time on, because there really is a marginal time between these cars. It's really fantastic to see this season. The qualifying times have been exceptional.
Into this long right-hander. See if he can
Speed
get
out of this is, sorry there, Ben. The speed out of this corner is the most effective for your final approach to the finish. If the most speed you can get out of this long section is the better your lap time can be.
So we've got a hella drive out of that last corner, but there's just no place to pass.
Yeah. There's something we don't see from Constable much, and I wonder how it would be if we did. Because Constable's approaches generally try and have the aim for the most optimal driving line and hope that will get past. Whereas I do wonder if he drove a bit more aggressively, psych out. Ooh, I think Tim Regal might have had a moment. Kolyev's got past him again.
Yeah, let's take a look now. Yeah, it looks like Tim Regal's had a bit of a moment and Kolyev's gotten by him again. Kolyev's about 8 seconds off the back of Yilmaz. So yeah, it's all change at the top.
Not
Definitely
over yet.
Speed out of Eau Rouge there. He's got him.
Yeah, we'll see. Might see some a good drive out of here.
Now this battling may play into Perkins' hands, but they're battling quite cleanly. They're both trying not to lose time.
Kolyev did manage to keep that place.
Shut the door on him there, yeah.
You can see how close Regal is though. Ooh.
That's that unpredictability there with Kolyev's defense line. It's really good.
It looks like he set him spin, but he's going to let him have that place back. That's good sportsmanship there from Regal.
About that clean battling I was talking about, scrap that.
But now that means Perkins is on the back of Regal. We're going to see this fight really explode now, I think.
Wood just behind them. Well, I think Wooldridge might have had a problem because Costa is like only a 10th off him now. In fact, I think Woolridge might be backwards.
No, that's
Oh no, still facing forwards.
Just there, Costa's just passed him.
Put it down, nice one. That's good. That's good. Like it's clearly a catastrophic mistake to drop back that far earlier, but he's done all right but he's actually getting the races and getting the laps back in. So good for sticking to it. Get the most you can out of Spa today. This two-way battle is definitely very much looking like a three-way battle now.
Most definitely. Looks like Constable's got the better assault.
He's made it.
Is Tom Constable. He's now looking at the back of Sam Prescott, who's kind of all there on his own in 8th place. So we'll see how this pans out. Salt looking very aggressive there, taking a wide apex.
Yeah. I don't know if that it could be aggressive, but I don't know if it will help him catch Constable.
Yeah, you see, Constable's got the line, so Salt has to kind of back up, but he is, he's giving it a go.
We see this from Constable a lot. He's not trying to shut the door on some. Oh, that was a bit of a dive there.
It there's a little bit of contact there, so
Yeah.
Salt let him have that one back.
You really need to defend La Source, that small hairpin turn to bring that straight down to Eau Rouge. You really need to close that gap. If you leave that open, any racer will take that.
It's like a slingshot almost, isn't it? That corner, you get a fast pace going round it, and
Yes, we can see you, Ollie.
yeah, flashing the lights. Love it.
It's a fantastic contrast, really, on that you know, that start-finish line, and then you've got that hairpin right, and then you've got the long down where you hook the pit wall, and then you've got that lovely left and right. If you take that wrong, you've got some trouble, and then you've got the long straight.
Most definitely.
I think Ollie was drifting a little around that last corner. I think he nearly lost the back. I think is why Tom's got a little bit more space in those last few corners.
Yeah, he's going to be giving us full Scandi around some of these hairpins, I guess.
The flick.
Yeah. It looks like, the battle is still going on up here between Kolyev, Regal, and Perkins. Perkins dropped off the back a little bit, but he's still within striking distance.
But even his gap to Wood has opened up, so I think this is just this is some very good laps from Kolyev and Regal, despite battling.
Yeah, most definitely, absolutely pacing it. But still, Kolyev has dropped 13 seconds off the back of Yilmaz, so Muna there really putting in some blistering laps, blistering pace from the front runners.
Is this a move?
No, he's not close
Positioning for one, but yeah.
enough. See that line very defensive there by Kolyev.
If Regal takes them on La Source. Nope.
Do we
looks like a
into
soft
the hairpin?
line.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, looks like we're looking at a battle down here. Constables catching up to Prescott. So we're going to see some racing here shortly. It looks like Salt's dropped off the back of Constable. Either Constable's had some ridiculous pace in the last few laps, or Prescott's had an incident, Salt's had a bit of an incident. It's just slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, it looks a bit. Because suddenly being at a 5-second gap, that's pretty dramatic.
Yes, definitely.
Track limits time penalty. The report is coming in from the fan club.
Yeah, that's no good. Track limits time penalty are the
So Ollie Salt, yeah.
bane of a lot of people's existence, but they're a necessary evil.
Constable has really closed this distance quite quickly to Prescott.
He's going to be piling on the pressure now to try and get up into that 7th place.
Over 12 minutes, just over 12 minutes to go. Like, Constable could take a couple of places if he can clear them. If he can clear the races quickly and not get caught again by the fighters of Salt and Vernon.
I mean, it was just very, very unfortunate for Constable that he was sent into that spin. On the first lap.
The Regals, half a second off Kolyev. Those guys are still at it.
Let's take a look. Yeah, this is one to watch definitely for this race.
I'll just let you know, Constable just made it against Prescott, and now Prescott's taking it back.
Some very, very close battling going on. Let's take a look.
Constable definitely looking for that fast exit out of this corner here, and then onto this very long section.
Is Blanchimont? No, I don't really know my corners on this track.
Right behind him and looking absolutely
is that
great through here.
Yeah, we're approaching Kane now.
muscling back through is Prescott.
Yeah, it's...
That's definitely an abort situation there when you get stuck on the outside of that final turn on that chicane. It's just horrible.
Now this is the pace, like, because this battling has slowed both of them down. Like Salt is right there now.
Absolutely crazy pace from Salt to get back up there.
Yeah.
I think Constable will now be looking for an insane line on Eau Rouge and a good exit, and then we'll see if he closes the gap on Prescott here.
Looks like Regal's gotten himself by Kolyev up into 4th place. But now Kolyev has got Perkins all over the back of him. This is a very close battle here.
Yeah. Now this is just what Regal needs. He wants Kolyev to fight Perkins, not him.
This is a fantastic group to watch here.
Can Perkins get the switch back? He's not going for it. Oh! Kolyev going for the inside on Regal. Still not done with him.
Oh, Perkins having a look. Bit of a drift there from Perkins coming out.
Yeah.
Tight line out of that apex.
Double apex on this Puan corner coming up, and it is, yes, pronounced Puan. It's going to be an interesting one for this fight here.
Spreading out a bit for this on these long straights here, but
It's just the fast bit of the track.
So many lines and approaches you can take to that double apex corner there, and it really is a feature of this track if you remove Eau Rouge from the equation.
oh, Tim Regal gets a drive-through penalty. This could be crucial.
A drive-through.
It's going to definitely drop a couple of places, well, a few places to that. Absolutely devastating.
That could easily put him into the Prescott Constable Salt battle. That is not where he needs to be.
No, if it's a drive-through penalty, that means he's got to drive all the way through the pit lane.
Yeah.
Give a short context here, that means that definitely at some point Regal got a out-of-track time. He's had to give back the time at one point, and unfortunately he didn't do it by the time the time ran out.
Yeah.
So as a result, he's now entering the pits.
Tim Regal goes into the pit lane. He's going to lose a lot of time here. See Wood's gone by him. Will he rejoin? Here's Constable. Here's this guy. There's Vernon behind him. Salt knocking over the cones. Let's see where Regal is. He's stopping for his penalty. Yeah, it looks like Constable's got by him.
Vernon's that's going to be horrible.
Absolutely devastating for Tim Regal. Not the way he wanted to end his race day today. Well, I mean, it's not ended, but...
perhaps this is what Costa was doing earlier as well.
Yeah, perhaps. So, yeah. Kolyev has now still got Perkins stacked up behind him, so...
This has made things a lot easier for Kolyev because he can focus on his lap time rather than chasing Regal.
Yeah.
And his lap times have been good. So it's going to be harder for Perkins to keep pace because Kolyev's not wasting his time on battling.
Most definitely.
Still such a tight gap on Constable and Prescott as well. Fantastic to see him still battling it away even after this much time.
Salt's lost out to Vernon though, which is different. Ooh, look at this.
Vernon now coming onto the back of Constable.
In these final few minutes, it's going to be now or never really for Constable. He's definitely going to make or break it.
He's looking, he's all over the back of Prescott.
And it's looking like a track limits penalty as well for Vernon, most likely.
Using every single inch of the track.
Vernon is right there on Constable now. Barging him.
Muscling his way through.
It's very likely maybe Tom Constable got a slowdown penalty where he had to give the time back, so he let Vernon through.
Possibly. I think Vernon's just put down some extraordinary pace. Because Vernon, keep in mind, Vernon's overtaken Salt as well. He's clearly not just slowdowns.
Yeah, Vernon's not playing around. He's absolutely going for it.
I said Constable was now or never, but it looks like Vernon's embodied it fully.
This is amazing racing right here. Look at all these different track positions. Basically just trying to find a way through.
Prescott's like, leave me alone.
Just want my 7th place.
Prescott doing well to keep a cool
Ooh,
head.
that was a
there from Constable.
yeah.
I don't think he
Vernon had a bit of a wiggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, because look, they've both lost. They've lost ground on Prescott, who's got a breather for a minute.
Got a bit of flash of the lights there from Ollie. Still there. You alright, Ollie? Looks like Regal's out. He's finished for today. It's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
We didn't see what happened. Maybe he slid off or something, but
yeah. Well, that has every chance to be at least 2 places in the championship, possibly more, given how far up Kolyev is.
Most definitely.
He could.
Got a potential move here. Constable goes past Vernon again. Up into 8th place.
I think Vernon's got to slow down as well, because look, Salt is cruising past him.
Yeah, Vernon's slowing down quite a lot, quite considerably.
Constable probably going to be a little bit frustrated here because of losing all that time to fight Vernon. He's now got to regain all that time against Prescott. But I know Constable, he's going to keep a cool head and just take it as it comes on the chin.
Yeah, he doesn't get flustered. He just dries his lines.
Keeps his head down. Carries on. So yeah, let's take a look at the top. It's Bolevsky. He's away. He's 14 seconds ahead of 2nd place man Peter Brophy, who's just coming up there on James Wooldridge.
It looks like he's comfortably escaped Yilmaz, at least for now.
Yeah. Muna there sitting about 3.5 seconds off the back of Pete Brophy there. And then behind Yilmaz you've got Kolyev. And then Perkins just dropped off the back there a little bit, but he's still there.
I was wondering if Wooldridge would be a difficult backmarker because it's his first race. Don't know if he's using crew chief or anything like that, but it looks like actually Brophy got past quite comfortably. So I think Wooldridge is playing the game well.
So yeah, we got Ben Wood here in 6th place, and then behind we've got this kind of battle that's going to recommence between Prescott and Constable.
Now Constable's clearly got the faster circuit time on him because he's catching him again, but it's about making moves, like forcing a mistake where there's enough room to get past.
Salt's on the back of Vernon as well. Flash the
Vernon's
lights from Vernon. Flash the lights from Salt. Alright lads.
Hey guys.
A slow corner there from Prescott, but manages to keep that place.
Here comes Eau Rouge again up the hill.
Doing it right there, hugging the pit wall closely. Look like 2 perfect exits here, so it looks like a stalemate still.
From the back. Here's Vernon. And behind him is Salt.
We're down to the last 2 minutes, and there's still not. There could still be a couple of changes of place here. Quite slow hairpin.
1.5 minutes left of the race. The closest battle here is Prescott Constable battle. Constable looking, he's all over the back. Can he find a way through?
Now Prescott is quite a seasoned battling racer, so he's not an easy pass.
No, he's got to definitely got to keep his cool here. And they're also coming slowly onto the back of Ben Wood as well.
Yeah, not quite enough time to catch, I think. There would easily be enough time to... If Ben made a sizable mistake, he could lose a few too many points. So Ben Wood's been privileged to quite some pretty clear air throughout the race, and it's shown. Like he's held on to that 6th place. He's not been driving. He's been putting in great lap times.
Definitely the gap to watch though in the last 30 seconds, and a chance of a final lap after that.
Just take a look to see where. Yeah, so this will be the final lap.
Denislav, the powerhouse as usual.
Absolutely caning it, Ryan.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, Constance, have a look.
So he's going to take that long wide, get the power in, get right behind him.
Bunching up.
Yeah, that was a
lap.
That was a slow squeeze for them. I say they wouldn't catch Wood like a. They're within 2 seconds of him.
You're going to see a different Constable on the track now. It's do or die for him.
He's backed off quite a bit. I wonder if he's just thinking, right, let's just not spin out on this last lap, or whether he actually made a mistake.
Here we are on board with the man himself.
As we came onto that camera there, definitely looked like he was taking wide right. He was really using the whole of Eau Rouge to get out there the highest speed he can. With a late break in compared to this time.
Can't hear you very well, Towers. Didn't really get that much of that.
Oh, big spin there from Prescott on the last lap. No.
Is that it?
Oh no! Unfortunate for Prescott.
Oh, he's going to be spitting fire at home.
3 places there.
Oh,
absolutely gutting after such a strong performance.
After all that effort. Oh, I feel bad for him. I really do.
I feel bad as well. Man, that's rough.
Definitely the tyre behaviour changes near the tail end of the race, so it definitely becomes a really difficult fight on the last lap, with making sure you overestimate on your braking to make sure you don't burn out those tyres on those final bits.
Vernon's really closed in on Constable in these few sections.
To see if Constable can
look at this
for the rest of this lap, and that's the race. Balevsky crosses the line in 1st place.
Oh, Vernon looks like he's just pipped him as well.
Yeah, it looks like he's just gone by him.
God, what a recovery drive for Vernon this has been.
Absolutely stellar performance from Vernon, despite all of the penalties and everything he's suffered. Yeah. Pete Brophy comes across the line in 2nd, Muna in 3rd. Here's Kolyev coming through. He will be 4th place man.
It's a hard-earned 4th place. That
Perkins in 5th. Great drive from Perkins. That's and then we see Ben Wood, who's actually pulled out a little bit more of a lead against this group back here now.
They had to avoid that spinning Prescott.
Yeah, so Wood in 6th, Vernon in 7th, Constable in 8th after heroics drive after that spin on the 1st lap. Hey, big donuts from Vernon. Yeah. Ollie Salt in 9th. Sam Prescott bringing it home in 10th. Unfortunate there for Sam on that.
It's heartbreaking.
Commiserations. And then we've got Alan Pajam, who's bringing it home in 11th place.
There was champion. Yeah.
Say again.
Sorry. I was gonna say that there was championship places in that, because Ollie Salt and Sam Prescott both came in on 23, and Prescott would have been ahead of Salt, but not for that spin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely gutting. Great recovery drive here from Kevin Costa, up into 12th. It just goes to show, just keep on plugging and you'll get somewhere. So I think 12th is still points as well. So
12th is still in the points. It was worth that drive. Yeah.
It's worth the drive. Well done, Kev.
So unfortunate there for Prescott. Just goes to show the final lap can just change it all.
Yeah, so bringing up the final 15, we've got Balabanov, Wooldridge and Regal with the DNF.
that was important for Costa. Like, because if Balabanov would have equalized him in the championship had he come, had Kevin Costa not come and taken that place back from him.
Yeah.
So it was worth doing.
Definitely worth doing. And a great result for Kevin. So, I don't know if we're going to be able to tot up the points. Based on what we've got on screen right now.
Is it double points? Also, I don't know which races people are... what I don't know is how the safety ratings work.
Yeah, so
and,
it
like
looks like we're going to have to call a rain check on actually declaring... Well, I mean, Bolevsky has definitely won the championship.
Yeah.
Good luck. Well done, Bolevsky.
What I think we can probably confirm... so we can almost certainly confirm that Peter Brophy is in second place in the championship.
Yeah, and third was Muna, I guess, because Regal didn't score. So,
yeah, and there were only 2 points in that.
Yeah, so that's your top three.
Yeah, it's quite likely between Peter Vernon and Stefan Koliev, that one's going to be close, but I think Peter Vernon will be ahead. I don't know if he'll have caught up with Tim Regal. I don't think. I don't know if was this a double points race? Someone should tell us. Hang on.
It was a double points race. Yeah.
So it was a double points race.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like an update on Tim Regal as well. Unfortunately, he got stuck in the pits. I think if you don't have a certain binding on your keyboard, so that you can finish the pit menu when it opens up when you go into the pits, because it auto drives you.
Yeah.
When you do the drive-through penalty, unfortunately, it puts you in the pit, but you've got to finish the pit and leave. Yeah, if you don't have a preparation for that, you're stuck.
So frustrating. Yeah,
but Tim Regal.
But yeah, in that case, if this is a double points race, I expect Peter Vernon probably will have found his way up to 4th place. Tim Regal dropping all the way down to 5th, possibly 6th, I would expect. Because that would have been... No, Koliev wouldn't have enough to catch Regal.
Yeah.
So I think that is staying in place.
Well, yeah. So, yeah, thanks everyone for joining us. Your championship winner is Denislav Bolevsky, followed by 2nd place man Pete Brophy, and 3rd place Muna Yilmaz. So yeah, cheers for joining us in this CA Staff Empire Championship. Join us again in sometime in the future where we decide on a new car and some new tracks, and we do this whole thing all again. So yeah, take it easy, guys.
And don't forget the friends and family races this Sunday as well.
It is, of course. So if you want to get in on the action and race against some of the people that you've just seen race, yeah, come and join and go for it.
And just on the tail end of that, I'm sure I can speak for all the other drivers when I'll just say thank you very much to Ben and Doug, yourselves, for all the effort you put into streaming this and all the commentary you give. Definitely had some experience today at how hard a job that is. Trying not to interrupt each other is definitely a tough one. It's probably easier with 2 than it is with 3. But anyhow, guys, I really want to extend a thank you from everyone on the teams and the cars.
Most definitely, it's no problem. It's quite entertaining to do it. So yeah, it's a good laugh.
And thank you for joining today, Towers. It's been nice to get the driver's viewpoint.
Yeah, definitely. Cheers for your insight, man.
Maybe some more appearances in the future. Who knows?
Well, we want to see you on track, really, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Put that on third one, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, take it easy, everyone, and we'll see you next time, whenever that may be. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.